I'm crocheting a bookworm where I keep adding little segments to his body every time I read a new book, and I think I'm about to frog him. I read a lot of fantasy, so I have 3 different colors for fantasy. Fantasy with dragons, fantasy with fae, and general fantasy. Well, the first book that I read this year was Tower of Dawn, which is set in a world with fae, but there aren't actually any fae characters in it, but fae people do have like a lot to do with everything. So we did a vote, and by 1 vote, y'all said that you thought it was general fantasy and not fantasy with fae. So that's what we did. We did general fantasy. And I can't stop thinking about it, and it's driving me crazy. And I think I want to actually classify it as fantasy with fae. I've also read 2 more books since we started this, guys. So frogging this is definitely a terrible idea. But like, this worm is going to be so long by the end of the year. And y'all, I think it's going to drive me crazy that we classified it as fantasy and not fantasy with fae. Am I absolutely crazy for doing this? In a world of chaos, we can only control what we can control. And for some reason tonight, as I just finished Onyx Storm and I am completely unwell at the ending, this is something that apparently I can control. This feels so wrong. I'm so sorry. Literally 2 a.m. and yeah, this is just how apparently I'm dealing with Onyx Storm and, you know, the world. I have my color for fantasy with fae. Let's try this again. Tilly has officially joined us, and we are done again with the first book. Time to stuff it. And time to recrochet books 2 and 3. Tilly, are you judging me? It's been about an hour, and I'm caught back up to where I previously was, and our bookworm is about the size of Tilly. I'll post an update for each new book I read. Follow along to see our bookworm grow.